You know what? I can't stop enjoying this show. My Stepmother and Stepsisters Aren't Wicked. It's just so much fun, and I want to talk about the newest episode, which is episode 3. So let's do that. But as always, check out the Patreon down below for the reaction over there. I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. The review will not cover everything that happened, and it won't tell you how much I enjoyed this, but I enjoyed this so much where you have to see the reaction for yourself. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. And also, my name is Mark. Like and subscribe, down notification bell, engage with the video in the comments down below, and just like engage with the video so I know that he'll actually care about this show. Because I have replaced Smoking Beyond the Supermarket with this over here on YouTube at least. So if you want to see that, you can check out Patreon. But I have replaced it, so I hope you continue to enjoy this, because this has been doing well for me, and I've had a lot of fun. So let's talk about the episode. So okay, so this episode, once again, is just fun and sweet and adorable and wholesome. It's just so fun. Like, for example, we got to learn a little bit about Marika. She early on, she had a complex about being the eldest daughter, and yet not feeling up, like she's doing, like, meeting the standard. And she hated studying and was bad at and stuff like that, because we learned this because she's also helping oh fuck, what's the main girl's name? I unironically cannot remember main girl's name. Main character. Bro. I just pause. I have to figure out what the fuck her name is, bro. Mia, that's her name, Mia. So, the episode, we start out really learning more about Marika and like her complex that she had growing up, about being the eldest daughter and stuff like that. Because she was teaching she was teaching Mia, and that like eventually there was some drama. But it's very quickly squashed and taken care of. And yeah, because that was drama, and then present day, things are going well until she once again clashes with AIZO, who steals Mia away for like some bonding time or whatever. And that's when we get to meet the gardener, Ueki, Mr. Ueki. He's so nice, man. I love him already. He's a gardener. He falls, unfortunately, off his ladder, and AIZO and Mia find him. And AIZO goes to get some help, and Mia wants to help him, but he's like, "No, you don't have to worry about me, young ladies," sort of thing. He's professional, he's selfless. They don't need to worry about him, stuff like that. But they try anyways. And Mia's like, "Yo, you're gonna continue getting soaked if you stay there. So let me move you." And Mr. Ueki, he's a big guy, and he's worried about her like not being able to move him. But she's like, "My sisters can vouch for my strength." And then she's basically like, "Look at these guns, bro." And so, she picks him up, not physically like fireman carries him, but like helps him up. They start moving. She slips, and she's about to die. Probably. I'm just kidding. She is about to shield him though. She's planning to she's gonna take the brunt of the fall, so she can protect him. And honestly, valid that was like her immediate snap judgment to do that, because that in a snap judgment moment like that can tell you a lot about a person, like what they do in a snap and like quick like that. And the fact that she quickly was like, "I'll shield him," valid. Hell yeah, man. But before both of them can hit the ground, she's caught by Marika and AIZO, and Marika's like, "Yo, you have me to rely on. Don't do everything yourself," sort of thing. And, and it's wholesome. And then the stepmother comes out, and she's like, "Yo, Ueki, what's going on here? Well, she's not saying Ueki directly. She says, what's going on here? And Ueki, he's like, yo, it's all my fault. Forgive me. Like, he's like taking the full blame, bro. And unfortunately, unfortunately for him, Mia, she's not gonna stand for that. So she starts to get down and beg for forgiveness as well. Says it's her fault. But then the stepmother, Mama, she's like, yo, Ueki, go home. Followed by, my physician will see you himself. And so, like, it all works out in the end, man. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy that it all worked out, man. They're all happy. Ueki's happy. And it's just a nice moment, man. And moving on from that scene, because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of the episode. We do have a little intermission area, I think. Honestly, I don't quite remember if this happens before or after the ladder scene. But Marika tells Mia that she's gonna give her a test, and on her skills, and it's not. And Mia, she's worried. Fair enough, man. I hate tests. I always hate tests, so I'm never looking forward to it. But Mia, she's like, if I don't do this, I'll be a failure, a disgrace of the family. And I want to tell her, like, bro, settle down. You're a teenager, and there's still 2 other like sisters. Like, calm down, bro. You're not. This isn't that serious. But and she can't stop worrying about that. And so what ends up happening is she can't sleep at night. Arisa finds her, or she finds Arisa. They have some snacks, talk about what's going on, and Arisa jokes about how if you fail a test, I'll just have to reteach you. She's like, just kidding. Then Mama comes in, and she's like, I hear what's going on. Oh well, if you fail, we'll just help you study again. If you succeed, we'll celebrate. And guess what? She succeeds. All she needed was to believe in herself. That's how it goes. And so, yeah, I'm happy for her, man. And like, one of the takeaways from this episode, like, we're not gonna talk about it, but one of the takeaways I had, and I said this in the reaction, I'll say it here. But if you're ever wondering or concerned about like where you are in your like journey or whatever, do this hopefully simple exercise. Look at where you started, and then genuinely look at where you are now. If you even took a step forward, that's progress. That means you're moving. That means you're moving forward. That's good. That's what Mia has to do more often. She has to look at where she started and look at where she is now. Now, see, that's all swell and good. That's sweet. And finally, to the meat and potatoes of the episode, we get to meet the cousin, Yayako. And Yayako, I knew who it was based on the opening. Like, it's not that hard to put 2 and 2 together. Gonna be honest here. But she is adorable in person. Like, see, like the OP doesn't like, it doesn't really give like the whole like adorable, wholesome vibes for some points. But like in person, she's adorable. She's tiny, bro. Like compared to Mia, she goes up to like Mia's like waist, stomach area, if I had to guess. Like, she's just tiny. She calls her adorable. And the first thing we get from Yayako is her being like, it smells awfully poor around here. And I'm just like, bro, damn. And that's like, that's fucked. But that's also kind of like, that's kind of a hard line. If you think like, you know, like, come here. Just like, it smells awfully poor, bro. Like that's a good insult. If we're being completely honest here, for like a rich person, that's a good insult. And so Mia, she takes this as her opportunity. Once she decides that the Yayako is adorable, she's like, I'm going to host you. And Yayako's like, host me. And so she entertains her to the best of her ability. And we learn that she tries to emulate Arisa when it comes to the coffee, even though she doesn't like the coffee, man, at all. And like the sweets, yeah, she likes the sweets, man. And the jam, like, yeah. And unfortunately, there's more to it than that. Because unfortunately, one thing leads to another, and Arisa comes in. She's like, "Don't bully or pick on or give Mia a hard time." And Yayako's like, "Damn, what do I do?" And she crashes out. That's her option that she has. And she's like, "Yo, she doesn't belong in the family." And then she runs off. And so Arisa chases after her, but she has Mia do something for her first. But Yayako, turns out, she met Arisa very young. And very adorable back then too. But she is like she is worried about Mia taking over her like spot at Arisa's side. And they have a nice little moment together. It's nice and sweet. And like she reassures her, and then Yayako and then Arisa is like, "Yo, you know what it's like to be alone." In reference to also Mia. Mia knows what it's like to be alone as well. And so it's like she's that girl too, sort of thing. And like, yeah. I'm glad this like conflict, if you could really call it that, was resolved so quickly. But I do like that we do get these moments of conflict between the characters. I do. I think that helps build out a story more. If there's a little bit of conflict, there doesn't need to be a lot. It doesn't need to last a whole episode. But as long as it's like genuine conflict to some capacity, I do like that. But moving on, Yayako, they go out to the garden area where a lot of sweets and tea were prepared. And Yayako, she apologizes. She bows and she says, "I'm sorry." And Mia, being Mia, doesn't know what she's apologizing for, bro. She takes it as a learning opportunity about how to like host and entertain people. And like, fair enough, man. But like, that's like the least surprising thing is that she's dense or oblivious when it comes to that. But Yayako's like, "You can't take my spot, but you can be on Arisa's other side." And that's like, and you know that's a big deal coming from Yayako. So like, you know that's her way of being like, "Yo, I accept you, I acknowledge you." And that's cool, man. And so finally, the final scene, they're at a cafe. And it's a rich person cafe. And they order tea and pancakes. They all love tea and pancakes, I guess. I mean, the pancakes do look delicious, bro. Like, those pancakes are fluffy. They're so fucking fluffy, bro. I want a pancake like that, man. That's not fair. But Mia, she tries to go for just water because she doesn't want to have stuff is on there. And so Arisa's like, she'll take tea and pancakes as well. And like, but the pancakes come, they look delicious. And Mia, unfortunately, she can't taste the pancakes. She's too nervous, man. And like, yeah, I'm not surprised. But damn, those pancakes, man, they look so good. They make me hungry, man. I want those pancakes. But anyways, things work out. You know, they were gonna work out anyways. If you want to see my full reaction to that scene, you could check it out on Patreon. But gonna wrap it up here with a little. We do have the little end credits, not end credits scene, the final scene, tiny final scene about presumably Mia being talked about by Inari and the mother and the stepmother, and like they're gonna separate her or something like that, presumably. And like, it's all ominous. It's probably not gonna be that bad, but who knows? It might actually be. this could be like the moment where everything goes off the rails and it becomes like the darkest like story you've ever seen, bro. Nah, I doubt it. But that'd be wild if they like just did a tone switch like that, bro. Damn. No, I don't think it's gonna be that. I do think it's gonna be a little bit, maybe a little bit of conflict. Who knows? What I do know is I'm very, very excited to see what happens next episode, man. Let me know what your thoughts are on the episode, my review, my recap, and everything I said as a whole in the comments down below. Again, engage with the video, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype the video in the YouTube mobile app, and like just engage the video because this has been performing really well for me, and I want to continue doing well. So I want to know if you actually enjoy this. So make sure you leave comments. For some strange reason, I haven't figured this out yet, but people don't leave comments often. And like, fair enough, man. But at the same time, I'd love to like be able to talk to people in the comments about this episode more, or just like gushing over it. I'm happy to do that. So comment down below. Yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, my name is Mark. Never stop being yourself. Stay tuned, and I will see all you incredible people in the very next video.